Hey Elevator, and welcome back to this yoga practice where we'll be teaching you how to do a jaw release. We were talking to our chiropractor and he mentioned that the jaw muscle is actually the one muscle in the body that is always on tension. And I had asked him to check on my right side. I'm like, it's really tight. And he's working through it and he said, wow, you've got a lot of toxic lactic acid buildup in there. And the best way that you can do is self-massage. So with that happening in my own personal life, I told Chris, I think we need to do this. We need to jump on here and share these techniques that our chiropractor showed us on how to release the jaw.
Yeah, so there's one way that I really like doing it, but it's more hardcore. So I want to tell you about that first.
The lacrosse ball?
A little more advanced. So if you'll just take a lacrosse ball, set it down on the ground, and literally just put your face into it. And if you can take that much tension, normally it's really tough.
We have one right here.
Of course. So if you'll just place that on your jaw, lay down on the ground.
And then lay down. So here's the ground.
Let your body weight sit on there. And if you need more, you just kind of push your hand into your face. Normally you won't need more.
Yeah.
But you don't even grind it in there.
Yeah.
Do a little tack and floss down. Typically we hold a lot of tension here. And I think this is really important right now because when we're talking about changing beliefs, we're talking about who we are. A lot of times when we're trying to find our authentic self and we're trying to get back to that space, what ends up happening is we've shut down how we communicate with other people. We're not talking, and so our jaws aren't moving correctly. If you have problems with grinding your teeth at night, if you have a lot of anger that you haven't let go of before, the jaw will lock down. And so what we're trying to do in here is to begin to release that. So the tip is, I like to just use two of my fingers. Remember, when we're talking about the heart space, it's always super important to remember that you have those heart centers directly into your palms, which end up coming out through your fingertips. So I like it to rub it together for a second, get a little bit of heat built up, get a little bit of energy. I like to think of it as heart energy. So build that up a little bit.
You can feel it too, like slow, just barely pull your hands apart and see if you can feel the energy that's connected between the two.
I get 100%.
Oh yeah, and sometimes I feel like I can massage it, like I can make it bigger and yeah, okay.
Tell you what, quick fact, there's a Japanese study that they did back in 2009 to figure out that humans actually have this bioluminescence about them and that we glow, we just can't see it. Anyways, so it's cool, we're cool. So
we sparkle.
So rub them together for a little bit and then take maybe two fingers together and I just want you to put them on the jaw and you'll find the spot. It may not be exactly where mine's at, but you'll find the spot. There will be a spot, there's a little tension and all you want to do is just rub in little bitty circles or just take a little pressure and push it on there. Don't go crazy with this. It can almost make you, I know it makes Britt feel nauseous sometimes.
Makes me very queasy. Yes.
The important part about this is to do it. It doesn't matter if you're doing it perfectly or not.
You said daily.
Every single day. So this is something that's going to lock up on you no matter what you're doing, no matter where you've been, no matter what. So it's just, and what I like to do is just do this for a couple minutes, but also if you can add this anywhere to your routine, you're sitting at a red light, do this for just for a minute while you're sitting at the red light. Find any kind of time where you can just take a break and let that jaw release.
Better.
Okay, so you want to get in this spot right up here, right here. But you also want to go underneath. So there are some pieces underneath right here that are also can be extremely tender. We're not trying to be down here on the throat, just trying to be up closer
right
here.
Under that jawbone.
Yeah, so find that spot. You can take your thumbs and dig in there if you want to. That may be too much. Use your fingertips if the thumb's too much.
And put pressure. Don't just barely press on it like we're not here to do that. We're here to like press as hard as you can up in there. I mean, obviously don't like choke yourself out, but give it a good amount of pressure. When my chiropractor comes in, he takes his hands because he's behind me, which is a much easier way to get up under there. So if you have a partner, you can have them help you, but you would get behind them and pull, and he digs his fingers into that jawbone and right under that bone and lifts up. And I mean, I told him, I think I could cry and throw up all at the same time. So you want to definitely be putting pressure in there to help alleviate and relieve that tension.
A couple cool tips too to do alongside this. So we've got the one up here, we've got the one down here underneath the jaw. Two other things you might want to do as a warm up to this, especially if you're one of those people who has not been assertive, you have not been speaking up, you've kind of been holding back a little bit. Two other things that you can do before you do this exercise. And the first one is to just open your mouth really wide. Just start stretching that out, get a little movement to it. Just move the jaw around. I know it looks silly.
You know, that's even a yoga posture, like,
Yeah, opening the mouth up. The other thing you may want to do just for a second, because you want to warm up the throat, everything in here is connected. Everything here, so you might want to hum just for a second. Brett already knew exactly where we're going. So just, you don't have to be beautiful sounds. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be Adele.
But if you do want to make intentional sounds, the throat chakra tone is hum, H-A-M. So if you want to chant the word hum, H-A-M, that actually helps to activate the throat chakra.
So any kind of sound vibration is great. Yeah, so she sounds great. You don't have to be that good. I'm not that good. I sound funny, my voice does weird stuff sometimes. So it's okay. It's just enough to warm it up a little bit. You wanna get that area warmed up and then you can start working into the jaw. What you'll notice when you do the warm up is that a lot of times the jaw part feels a little bit better. It's almost like you just like when you do a workout. It's like if you'll move around just for a couple minutes beforehand, it's like your body accepts what's about to happen next. If you just come in here cold sometimes, it can be a lot rough. So keep those two things in mind, especially if you haven't been assertive. What you'll also notice when you do this is that oftentimes you'll find yourself speaking up even when you typically didn't, and it's all because you've released some of the old. It's like our emotions get stuck in our bodies sometimes.
Restriction.
It gets blocked. So let us know how you love this. Let us know how you feel differently as you do these.
And come back, let us know immediately, and then come back in 24 hours or 48 hours and let us know the after effects of being able to open up and speak more clearly. I already feel like, ah.
It's different. It's different. you begin to release it, and when you're, the difference is that we're not,
how funny.
The huge honking outside, if you couldn't hear it. I love it because the timing is so wonderful. It's always on those perfect moments. So if you're a person who hasn't been speaking up, if you need to do this, do it more often. I like this once a day, like our chiro suggested, fantastic, but do it often. Get into a habit of doing this when you're just not doing anything else. Release all those tensions inside your body, especially emotional ones. You'll notice that you can easily become a little bit of a different person.
I feel like a different person in the last 6 minutes of this video. Oh, I feel good. Let us know how you feel in the comments below, and we'll catch you later.
Peace.